So we are going to make Kuri Paniharam. I know there are various ways to pronounce it, but it's typically done when the dosa dough slightly becomes sour, but nevertheless you can make it if you just had the dosa dough or the idli dough with you. All that you need to do is take a pan, drop in a tablespoon of light sesame oil or any cooking oil of your choice, and once the oil is hot enough, I'm going to add again a tablespoon of mustard. Once the mustard seeds burst, there you go. I'm just going to add a little bit of the urad dal, and within a few seconds I'm going to drop 100 grams of chopped onions into this. Along with chopped onions, I have finely chopped ginger as well, and then I have finely chopped green chili as well, and also a little bit of the curry leaves. I'm going to drop all of this, add a little bit of asafoetida, hing, perungayam, and just enough salt for the onions. So that's about less than half a spoon of salt, and I'm going to stir this and cook it till it's slightly translucent. There we go. This shouldn't take too much time to cook. Again, you don't want to cook it all the way, you just want it to turn a little translucent, and once it turns a little translucent, you can turn off and wait for it to cool. We're about 2 minutes into frying this, and I think it's just turned a little translucent. I'm going to turn off the flame and allow this to cool. Once this cools down, what we're going to do is add this to the batter, mix the batter up, and then start making the Kuri Paniharam. The onion has nicely cooled down. I'm going to add that to the dosa batter. And what I'm going to do is save some of these onions and let you know that you could do something else with the same Kuri Paniharam dye if you didn't have dosa dough. So I've kept aside some of them, and I've put only, let's say, 3/4 of it into the dosa batter. What I'm going to do is just gently mix up the dosa batter so that everything is mixed very well. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make Kuri Paniharam. This is a Kuri Paniharam dye. You can get this online. It's a beautiful non-stick version. Makes life a little easy, but the original version is a pure iron, and you know, people season it for quite a bit before they can make beautiful paniharams without them sticking. I'm going to take this, I'm going to drop a drop of sesame oil inside each of these semicircle halves, which is the Kuri Paniharam half. And I'm going to take a paper towel and gently coat it. There we go. So this is coated very well. We need to be sure that this is hot enough, and the best test for you is to drop a few drops of water. You want the water just boiling. You don't want the water to really evaporate, to boil like this. I just waited for that water to evaporate. With the same heat, I have taken this dough where I had put all the onions, etc., and I have a little ladle, and I know about, say, 3/4 of this ladle will exactly cover each of this semicircle, and I'm just going to cover it, or fill it rather, just about a millimeter below the top line. what I'm going to do is add a drop or two of light sesame oil. It tastes really awesome if you just use light sesame oil. We call it nallenna in Tamil. There is another word to it. We also call it gingerly oil. It is really awesome in its flavor and aroma. The dough remains raw in the middle, and you are waiting for the side to show the fact that it has cooked. And you can see what happens when you fill it up fully, these two, versus something that's about 2 millimeters less versus something that's about 1 millimeter less. Each of these will come out in a different shape. Don't worry about the shape when you begin doing this. Right now, just we'll focus on when do we have to flip this around. The clue for you is watch the outer ring. You will see the fact that it is cooked in the outer ring. When it is cooked in the outer ring, it's ready to be turned. And the way you turn it is take the chopstick. I've taken the sharper end on my right hand. I'm a right-handed person. Get to this corner out here. Do you see this corner here? And I'm going to push it downwards. When I push it downwards, the half scoop that is inside will flip around. This is not yet cooked, so we're going to give it another 1 minute. We gave it a 1 minute. I'm going to just push it. There you go. You push it down so that it turns around like this. Go ahead and start doing that with all of them. If you think that they are a little hard, just give it a nudge. It will ultimately turn around. Use the other stick to just put it back in its place. There we go. We're going to allow this to cook on the other side for a good 1 minute before you can kind of nudge it and move it in its place like this. There you go. Alright, I gave it 2 minutes and you can see what has happened. Like I told you, these are the ones that were up till the brim. See what happens to these. They have this beautiful shape of a ball, whereas the ones that I had about 1 millimeter below have a slightly smaller circular shape. That is what will be the difference between you filling it till the brim and it being below the brim. Again, don't worry about it. Over a period of time you will practice this and perfect it, and you will get these beautiful Kuri Paniharam. There are various ways you can remove it. The easiest way is give it a poke like this and get it on a plate. The other is, I don't know, this always reminds me of an age-old game we used to play back in India. It used to be called Pallanguri, where we would put little beads and move them around, and it used to be a game. So if you want to do that, you might as well keep a plate like this and move it around like this. Depends upon how you are comfortable. You see, you can move it from one to another to another, and that's what was the game of Pallanguri. Get it onto a plate. That is your plate of Kuri Paniharam. So I added some nice tomato onion chutney, and it goes very well along with this Kuri Paniharam. You can try this as well. So this is the next batch. I let it stay on one side for a longer duration so that it gets a nice golden coating. You could do that if that is your preference. It does taste very nice when it is nice and crispy. Please push the like button, the subscribe button and the bell button and show us your support for this channel. Thank you very much.